Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the Dugout Football Channel. Welcome to the Friday LFC Focus Podcast on a day which we remember the 97 Liverpool supporters who went to a football match and never returned. This is a wee poem for you guys before we obviously start tonight's podcast. That sad day remembered by millions of fans. It had started as normal, an exciting day planned. Sons there and daughters, husbands and wives, no thought of the tragedy that would shatter their lives, no warning of the horrors that brought tears to our eyes. There are people to blame, cloaked in secrets and lies. 33 years we will never forget. Can you really believe we've not had the truth yet? 33 years, is that truth drawing near? The reasons, the causes, will we finally hear? 97 souls that will never come home. 97 souls that will not walk alone. Wherever you travel to watch your team play, cast a thought back to Hillsborough and that terrible day. Hello, folks. Hello. Hope everyone is doing well on Good Friday. This is, of course, but obviously we will remember the 97. I am joined by my fellow podcasters. We have Mr. Jack Mack LFC. How are you, Jack?
Not too bad, Doug. Thank you very much for having me on. And obviously, thoughts go out to 97 and all the families connected to the tragedy as well, mate. But obviously, football as well. Liverpool, massive game tomorrow, mate. And obviously, thank you very much for having me on today.
No, it was a pleasure. And we're also joined by Mr. Connor Niblett from the Cup Council. How are you, mate?
I'm doing, thank you very much, mate. Hopefully everyone else is having a fantastic day. Of course, yeah, everyone's remembering today something that should never have happened. And of course, like Jack said, all our thoughts are with the 97. And yeah, of course, big game tomorrow. Potential to get into another final tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely indeed. Let's say hello to a few people because there are a few viewing here. Talk MU, thank you for tuning in. Hope you are good. Boston, more than a feeling. Thank you very, very much for subscribing to myself and Jack for earlier. I really did enjoy that. Everyone excited for tomorrow. If you're not, then I'm worried for you. Yeah, absolutely indeed. And then lovely poem, respect. My pleasure. Absolute pleasure. That is from Ian Kenyon from the Houghton Poet. And it was from 2014, but I've obviously changed a few of the words around because obviously it was 25 years in 2014. But obviously we are doing 33 years today, so it's very, very needed as well. Hello to Genie20 as well. Hope you are very, very well. And Jack Max saying you'll never walk alone. Justice for the 97. But we will start with what happened earlier this morning. Which is non-Liverpool related news, but I need to ask my panelists this. Sean Dyche sacked by Burnley. What is our thoughts? I mean, I've obviously given my take on it, but I've obviously spoken to Jack already. Connor, what do you make of the timing of Sean Dyche's sacking by Burnley? And was it the right decision?
Was it the right decision? No. I don't think it was. But on the face of it, you look at their results over the season, it hasn't been impressive, but you look at the time of it as well. It's like, what are they thinking in that stage a little bit? It's like, last 8 of the games of the season for them, you're trying to stay into the Premier League and you sack the man that's been at your club for 10 years and has done a very, very good job on a very minimal budget.
Yeah.
And yeah, just total shock when I saw it. I've seen a couple of people on Twitter saying it. I saw you tweeting out. I thought it was a joke. It was like April Fools all over again a few days later. But yeah, shocked. And I didn't expect it. Fully didn't expect it. And I haven't really seen any Burnley fans come up with a reason why it's happened. Like we can all see, what's happening at the minute, where they are in the league and that. But again, you would have thought that Sean Dyche would have got him out of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jack, is that now Burnley down, do you think?
Yes, it's echo 100% what Connor said there, mate. It's madness. I'm just considering that we were speaking before, weren't we, mate, on my show, that the time frame in which is left, like 7-8 Premier League games left for them.
Yeah.
If someone did come in, it'd be history making. It'd be quite remarkable if someone did come in, but the probabilities of that really happening and someone coming in and having the desired impact, and even if they are planning for time in the Championship, but when you look at analyse Dyche's record in the Championship with other clubs, not just Burnley, it's been phenomenal. He would have been your perfect manager to bounce back. You're a manager that I probably tend to think potentially, in terms of a Championship manager, will be the ex-Norwich manager, Daniel Farke. If he did come and manage Burnley, but he's got a complete different bloody philosophy in which the players at Burnley have been used to over the last longer than 5-10 years. It's more or less he's the longest serving manager in Premier League history. Well, no, not in history, but but in terms of the period in which we find ourselves in, Jurgen Klopp now leapfrogs him. Obviously, he's just been sacked, so Jurgen Klopp is now the longest serving manager in the Premier League that we do find ourselves in. Crazy, mate, but at the end of the day, the owners get what they deserve, but the fans don't. And yet again, it's the fans of a Premier League club that are left scratching their head going, what's
100% agree with you. And you have to actually ask as well, where is the logic in this, Connor? What are Burnley expecting? Are they expecting to be like challenging top 10 usually, or just to be like an actual prolific Premier League club, just to be in the middle of the pack, really? Because yes, look, Burnley have won 4 games all season. That's not very, very good. Let's just put it that way. First of all, but I just think the one man that can get you out of trouble is Sean Dyche. Now he's gone after almost 10 years in charge. Who are they going to bring in at this short stage of the season? Because some of the names I've seen mentioned, and I'm like, none of them are going to save them. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been mentioned. Slaven Bilic has been mentioned. None of them have been involved in a relegation sort of dogfight. I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was, but that was because Malky Mackay was sacked by Cardiff. So who's going to come in and save them? Because I'm going to say this now, I don't see Burnley being in the Premier League next season.
No, well, especially now, I don't see them being in it, which is a shame because, of course, would have liked the F to go down. I think all of us would have at some point. But no, look, again, I'm looking at the odds now, and Chris Wilder is favourite for the job on a more permanent basis at the minute. I think he's currently, is he at Middlesbrough at the minute? I think
he's at Middlesbrough. Yeah, they drew 0-0 with Bournemouth today.
Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting one. And then looking at the list even more, Wayne Rooney, Sam Allardyce. You think short term, Sam Allardyce might be the one that will come in. It's that typical, of course, that typical replacement. But it's the big question for me now is: will Burnley just do a short term, substance to stay in the Premier League, or is this a long-term situation that they're thinking of? Are they thinking about next season and more forward? I don't think they are, judging from what has been said on Sky Sports and different other media sites as well. It seems that going short-term, and then they're gonna in the summer we'll think about long-term, but that's no good for a football club. That's how a club then just stays in the Championship for longer and doesn't come back straight up. Like you said, Doug, Sean Dyche would have got them straight back up next season, without a doubt. So I don't know, but I do think it is very worrying times if you're a Burnley fan.
Yeah, this is for people who obviously missed the live earlier. This is what the club statement came out. So, Burnley Football Club confirmed the club is part of company with manager Sean Dyche, assistant manager Ian Woan, first team coach Steve Stone, and goalkeeping coach Billy Mercer. Dyche was the longest-serving manager in the Premier League, having been in charge of the Clarks for 9.5 years, overseeing a period which will go down as one of the most successful in the club's history. During this time, the team was promoted twice from the Championship, achieved 2 top half Premier League finishes, and qualified for Europe for the first time in 51 years. This is what Alan Pace has had to say. Firstly, we would like to place on record our sincere thanks to Sean and his staff for their achievements at the club over the last decade. During his time at Turf Moor, Sean has been a credit both on and off the pitch, respected by players, staff, supporters, and the wider football community. However, results this season have been disappointing, and while this was an incredibly difficult decision, with 8 crucial games of the campaign remaining, we feel a change is needed to give the squad the best possible chance of retaining its Premier League status. The managerial now expect to make a formal appointment and a formal process of interview applications. So, Jack, what do you make of that statement? Because it's not really saying thank you, is it?
No, it sounds like a load of tosh to me, mate. Obviously, stood in media for the years it did. It's a PR machine. Like, it's typical PR press release that you would find from not just Burnley, but a lot of the big six when they went into the Super League as well. It ticks all the right boxes from a point of view in the media team, but not in relation to the correlations in reflection from the fans. They're not buying it. I'm pretty sure they won't buy it, and especially tend to net what the next 12 months or 2 years at Burnley, it's going to be massive, especially if they do miss out on the bounce back ability. We've seen if teams don't come back into the Premier League within the 12-month period in which you find themselves out of the league, then the chances of them then the following season coming back into the Premier League is the percentage is completely bloody out the window. Then it really, I think it goes down to about 50%. But yeah, it's, and even I think in that statement as well on the website, mate, I think I've seen something about the Ben Mee more or less taking over for the next league game. I think it's away to someone. But
away at West Ham.
Yeah, we're not in like the 70s and 80s player manager or play it more or less. It sounds like it's like that meme of the fella walking into his flat and it's burning. Like the Burnley is a mess. And yes, you can talk about Burnley, them not getting the results, mate. And results are the biggest thing in football, 100%. But the correlation from the board and then the fans, the Burnley fans know, when we spoke to our mate Dan, and a big Burnley fan himself, he knows himself they're not going to be playing like Barcelona. They haven't got Barcelona or Liverpool or City type players. They realise where they are as a club at the minute. And the investment over the last 10 years has been nothing short of a miracle. The fact that Dyche has kept them in the Premier League, playing on the budget that they have. They played the Dyche ball. We all know they do. But that's only because they've got the type of players they have at the minute. And typical American-based owners not having a clear vision or an understanding of how football works in this country. Not just Burnley, but there's a lot of clubs, even in the Championship, that are a complete mess.
It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely ridiculous. But we will get into your comments. Guys, please leave your thoughts about Sean Dyche below, because we think it's absolutely ludicrous decision, and it could bite Burnley back on the bum, and I think it probably will. And also remember to like, share, and subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. I cried my eyes out, says Jeannie. I think that's about the 97. Poor timing, but Burnley, yep, absolutely. John Moore, good evening, sir. Hope you are very well, my friend. Justice for the 97, of course. Justice for Joe Gomez. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. I suppose that is a good point. Hiya, John. Hello, Eamon Kelly. Hello, fellow Reds. Hiya, Eamon. Hello, Napoon. Hope you're good. Hi, Sebastian. Big up says Nippon. Jackson, hi to Reds. I really like Daniel Fark. I think Dealey made a mistake there. Yes, I think if we're talking of managers at the moment, probably Daniel Farke would probably be the main one, I would say, and I think probably Chris Wilder is a good option as well. Big Sam rubbing his hands. Yep, I would agree with that. Bounce back abilities isn't real with this generation. Nope. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. I think it would be fair to say he can be hot-headed at times. Maybe they had a massive argument over something. It's not just that though. It's the fact that all of his coaching staff have gone with him as well. So do we think that there's maybe been a falling out with the board or something? But I still say this. I think it's a knee-jerk reaction when you look at they beat Everton one week and then they go to Norwich and lose. Now, ironically, you would say yes, they would probably either draw or lose to Everton and then probably go to Norwich. But the fact that they've beaten Everton and then lost to Norwich, the fact that Everton beat Manchester United as well, it's a very, very strange thing. Gary Richards is in. Hello, Gary. Hello, Douglas and Jack. The Dyche sacking was on the cards. Their European run was Dyche's most successful run. Absolutely agree. And then Gary saying, hi, Connor's son. Hey, Genie20, hope you're well, says John. If one of the bottom three survive, it might be Norwich. Not a chance.
If that
Not
happens,
a
then
chance.
the whole world is keel over, blow up early if Norwich stayed over in the Prem.
I think it would definitely crumble. Again, as Andrew Quinn is in. Hello, Andrew. Also, I think Dyche second should have been announced at the end of the season. Also, just as the 97 gone but never forgotten. And big news: Matic is leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. Well, Matic isn't really playing, so it doesn't really surprise me. Doesn't really surprise me. And talking of other guests, hello, Sophie.
Apologies for my lateness.
No. Do not worry. We're just talking about Sean Dyche. Did you hear that news this morning?
Yeah, I've got like a million messages this morning of everyone being like, Sean Dyche has been sacked. And I was like, okay, chill. Right. I'm getting relegated. I'm not surprised.
Yep, I think we're all in agreement there. But we will go away from Sean Dyche. And also talk about what happened last Sunday. Manchester City 2, Liverpool 2, one of the games of the season. Well, you could probably argue that the 2-2 at Anfield was just as good as this one. Sophie, not the best of games to watch. Honestly, that game was toing and froing. I wouldn't be too surprised if anybody needed a long, hard drink after that. What were your thoughts on that game?
That was just exactly what I expected the game to be. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think that City were going to come and batter us.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure on either side for either club. There's so much riding on that game. I don't care how good your mentality is, there was going to be pressure. I don't think we were going to go there and batter them either. I was adamant that it was probably going to be like a 1-1 draw, to be honest. And I said that I was literally on a walk with the dog and I went to Keith, what's going to happen? I went, City are going to come out all guns blazing and they're going to score an early goal with Kevin De Bruyne and our heads are going to fall. And we'll need to retaliate with a quick goal in order to stay in it or they will batter us. And that is exactly what happened. It was just... They'd score, we scored, they scored, we came out, we scored. And after we scored our second, it was just like both teams were trying to hang on for dear life, wasn't it? And it was just very intense to watch. I did not enjoy it. I'm not going to lie, I did not enjoy it.
No. I think we all messaged each other like, phew, at least that's over. Jack, the worst possible start. 5 minutes in, Kevin De Bruyne scores. What's your thinking at that point?
Where is Fabinho and where's Anderson? Where's our midfield? That was what was going through my mind in the first 5 minutes. Well, as Soph said, it was a dominant first opening stage passage of play from City, as you would expect being the home team. And it was quite poor defending, but the technical abilities of their players, it was probably expected. I think we kept hold of Foden quite well. I thought if I seen to him to have a bigger impact on the game, but I think Trent, it doesn't suit people's agendas on social media, dealt with him very well, really, especially down that right-hand flank. But I'm a bag of nerves, especially any big game at Liverpool. My mum's staying clear of me in the next 24 hours. She's like waving through me at the hall when I'm doing my shows. She's like, hello, say goodbye to you, because I am so stressed on it before the big game. It's like, I don't want to speak to you, especially if we don't get the win. So yeah, it was not the best start, mate. But I think, as Sophie said, the reaction second half was very important, and that's what you wanted, and that's very much what we got.
Yeah, definitely. And it, perfect response, Connor. Obviously, Diogo Jota scoring. Should Ederson do better?
Maybe, but who gives a crap?
Yeah,
Ederson,
exactly.
But no, look, it was, wasn't it? It was probably the game of the season, but everything that happened, you expected it to happen. Like that. That's how the game was. Of course, Jota. What now? He's on 21 goals in all competitions this season. Unbelievable. Seen plenty of people giving him stick on social media. I'm like, go and give your head a wobble, because like he scored 21 goals in all competitions, let alone the assists, and offers something that this Liverpool attack doesn't have without him. And yeah, it was exactly what was needed. It reminded me a lot of the goal back in 2019 or 2018, the one where we did the crossfield ball all the time between Robbo and Trent, and then Jota slotted it away. So yeah, of course, brilliant to get back in the game. But even after that, I thought Liverpool could have capitalised a bit more on it, because I think 5 minutes after that, City were vulnerable, similar to how Liverpool was, at the start of the game. But I think City were vulnerable for quite a bit the first half, even though they did dominate at times.
Yeah. I mean, Sophie, you have to say Ederson was very fortunate not to let the ball go over his own goal line. I honestly, when I was actually watching it live, I thought that's going in. He's completely missed it, and then all of a sudden just manages to get back. But I mean, Ederson had one of those games where he just he did save shots, but he didn't really look very convincing as a goalkeeper.
That man is a fucking psychopath. I'm sorry, but I've never seen a goalkeeper fumble the ball on the goal line with an attacker running at you. Just calmly step towards the ball. And that any other keeper would have absolutely shit themselves for that, wouldn't they? And they'd have been fumbling around and they'd have made it clear until the goal would have gone in. The picture of Diogo Jota sliding in, his foot's coming from, and Ederson's just looking like he's got all the time in the world, like there's no one on the pitch, like he's playing keepy-uppies with himself at Sunday League. That man, there's a reason why he's one of the best goalkeepers. There is. He is very calm, very composed. But that being said, I do think they were lucky quite a few times.
Yeah, they were. And obviously the second City goal comes, Jack, from what has to be said is a very good ball from Cancelo. Trent has obviously lost his man as well. But Jesus, we did question the decision to play Jesus, but obviously Guardiola's decision actually went for him this time.
Yeah, I was surprised. I think he's more or less the forgotten man at City, because you got so much quality in the squad. But it was interesting that he did play. I think Pep must have seen in tactics in the build-up to the week, obviously playing through the lines, Liverpool's high line. But he's probably one of the best players in Europe for doing that, especially the pace in which he has got in behind. But yeah, you couldn't have done nothing. It was Trent, Van Dijk, whoever it was at the back post. He peeled off well and he held his run. And probably one of Trent and Cancelo are the two best fullbacks in world football. No one comes close. And that's that ability down, especially cutting in from the left on his right. And yeah, there was no stopping that. And unlucky, Alisson had no chance. I think he'd done the right thing in terms of trying to close down the angle, but they got a bit of luck in terms of obviously Jesus' shot just cannon and just getting the right connection on the bar. And but yeah, it didn't stop us from getting a draw though.
No, because 46 seconds after the restart, Connor, Mane makes it 2-2. You have to say one of the balls of the season from Mohamed Salah. But We've seen it this season already. Watford away, plays it outside of the foot. Mane scores. This time against City, plays a lovely ball to Mane, and Mane just does the rest. Finishes very well against Ederson.
Yeah, and it was the perfect response that was needed from that first half. Again, another Mohamed Salah, he's not only a goal scorer, he's a playmaker. You know, just that ball was perfection. And the finish as well from Sadio as well was very good, because he could have easily, you know, hit that way too powerful and it would have gone over the bar. But again, it was the whole reaction after the goal as well. The fact that, you know, we were thinking we could go after them, we did. And then after, of course, then a little bit of time, it was both teams then didn't want to overcommit, because of course, you know, both teams can then go on to get the winning goal. But it was both teams were trying to cancel each other out after that, and you could tell that no one wanted to risk anything after that. And, you know, a draw, it's not the worst result in the world. No. But of course, I know, you know, us and a few other people wanted, you know, that win to get over the City. But a draw's a draw, and I think majority of people were happy with that.
Yeah, the next thing I am going to talk about, though, is that Sterling disallowed goal. Fair play to Sterling. Did actually score it very, very well. But Jack, what were your thoughts when that went in, and then you saw it was going to VAR? I immediately said it was offside. I actually thought it was offside, but actually the man running through that was actually Jesus. But actually, if you look at it, Sterling has just gone too early.
Yeah, I was doing a watch along, mate, and I said at first glance I went, "That's on." And I was expecting the worst. I was like, "Oh, it's typical City scoring straight away after we got the goal." And yeah, happy days. Sterling and VAR don't get on it. Yes, against certain Tottenham Hotspur. I remember that game. But yeah, he's a little rat, isn't he? But he's a good player. But unlucky Sterling, and we're going to win the league, so up to that.
And then, very last minute, Sophie, Mahrez is through on goal. What are your thoughts when he blazes it over the bar?
Thank fuck for that. Literally, they were the words that came out of my mouth. A lot more high-pitched and a lot more panicked.
Yeah.
Literally, as soon as they made that run, I went, "Oh, please, Sky it." Like, it would have been painful had that gone in. Yeah. But he just spoons it, to be honest, and happy fucking days he spooned it.
Did Matip get a touch on that, Soph, as well? I watched it back, and I think I don't know what people said that Matip got a touch on it. I'm not too sure, but yeah.
I've got to say though, Matip was immense. I thought
not too bad.
I thought he was really, really good.
Trailing offside.
Yeah, I know. It's always good. But the one moment for me in that game, Connor, Sterling's through on goal. He asks Van Dijk to beat. Van Dijk gets back at him, and Sterling runs into him. How good defending is that from Big Virg?
It's just typical Virgil van Dijk. You know, there wasn't nothing special about it. It was just typical Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, it just stands there. He stays at the player, and it's like, come on then. Come at me, come on then. And every single player, like, again, we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago about who was it, Edin Dzeko, like, looked at him, just stop running. Exactly the same happened. So Virgil van Dijk, and everyone's scared to go one-on-one with Virgil van Dijk because they'll know the outcome. You know, he'll win the battle. So, yes. And I love Sterling's reaction afterwards, getting frustrated. Just like, and Virgil looking back to him, it's like, yeah, you know what just happened.
Yeah. Hi, absolutely. Also, Paolo Maldini's had this say as well on Van Dijk. I don't know if anyone's seen this, but Paolo Maldini has said, "I've played with some of the greatest defenders like Nesta, Baresi, Cannavaro, but I feel I was unlucky not to pair with Van Dijk. Virgil will be the best defender in history of football soon."
I think
so. High praise from a very, very good defender. Anyway, so
that I quote tweeted that saying, "But Wan-Bissaka will 264 something whatever will tell you that he's overrated."
Yeah,
Yes, that's
absolutely.
keyboard warriors.
Honestly, but you know what? It's the fact that how many, just on the topic of it, before we move on again, how many ex-world-class defenders or players have come out? We've had strikers come out and say, I've played against world-class defenders, but he's one I wouldn't want to go up against. He's too big, he's too strong, he reads the game too well. We've got best defenders in the world saying, he's better than I was. But yeah, you've got these little people on Twitter going, Virgil van Dijk's overrated, all he does is long but diagonal balls. No, he makes it look the simple look easy.
Yeah, I'm fed up with these pages saying Virgil van Disney. It's just childish. Just childish.
About the whole when Virgil had his ACL, he's not going to come back the same. He'll decrease. He won't be great. And he sat there going, he hasn't skipped a beat.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get to your comments now because we'll get to your comments because I've kind of been speaking about the game. Losing would cost Burnley big time. Yeah, 100%. I think Burnley were down by the time that happened. We will talk about Darwin Nunez, Gary. Don't worry. We will talk about Darwin Nunez as well. He's also saying hello to Sophie. Good evening. I've been told Alan Pace is a good chairman for Burnley fans. We shall see. Yeah, all right. Burnley getting relegated. Sophie's there. At least she doesn't know that. I'm happy United went through. Big up Sophie. Hey, Sophie. Everton, by the way, must be happy as Larry at the moment. Yep, I would absolutely agree. Playing Manchester is intense. Don't like it as a supporter. KDB is 50-50 for tomorrow. Walker is out. Shock.
Supposedly.
Shock. I knew Kevin De Bruyne wasn't out.
Watch all of them play tomorrow, bet you.
Yeah, me too. Dor Tremp, he has Edam on. He was Edam on toast in the first half. And I like that. KDB is outstanding. We put him as the most complete footballer, so we're very lucky to have him. Villareal have a good start of the team, play for the manager, listen to the manager. Question for you, Darwin Nunez. As I said, we'll get to Darwin Nunez very shortly. As Connor mentioned, good to see Diogo is fit this season. Last season, literally everybody got injured at least once. Darwin, yes, but not a penny worth 50 million, so no, apparently. Ederson is too rash. Yes, Ederson is too rash. His mistake cost Man City the Champions League. What a shame. Manchester United Tuesday, a must win. I don't like them. That's an understatement. I'm calm about tomorrow because we can't play worse. No, we cannot. Can't play worse against shitty. Jurgen's motivational halftime team talk. Yep. Definitely. Everton, a City rivalry. Toffees, Everton, Tony's one last season will be good. Hopefully red card for an EFC player and not for an LFC player. But we'll see. Hello, Jersey boy. Could be arranged, maybe. DM me, Sebastian. That's the best thing to do. Hello, Jersey boy, as well. Liverpool need a real number 9. Genie laughing. Question for you all: do you rate Riyad Mahrez? I rate Riyad Mahrez, but that chance at the end, if that's the Mo Salah, everybody would be going for his head.
Yeah, no.
Mahrez, not one page I saw on Twitter was saying, "Oh, Riyad Mahrez has just missed a golden opportunity. Let's compare him to Mo Salah, or let's go for Salah because no one's saying about Foden disaster class against Liverpool." There we go. If Mahrez scores, that would be crazy. He would have scored 93-20, same time Aguero scored the winner with QPR 3-2. Wow. Roger being incredible for the Reds. As cool as you like. Milan can't sign VVD. Such a lovely, humble man, VVD. They're all fantastic role models. We're so fortunate. Yeah, absolutely. Good words from Paolo Maldini. Will the title race go to the final day of the season? Yes, I'm saying it will. I'd rather have Ibu and Gomez than Diaz and Laporte. Yeah, me too. Me too as well. Not sure we're on tomorrow yet, but 150th FA Cup final this year. Hoping the FA have something special for the final. They'll probably will as well. Jack is our ginger legend. Well, he's gone off at the moment. Mahrez could have broken every LFC fan's hearts. Jack is our ginger legend.
Sorry, I was speaking to my mum. Just interrupted me again.
Oh, I see. But that wasn't the only game that had us a bit nervy. Liverpool 3, Benfica 3. Sophie, after one one very nervy game, we have this very nervy game.
Do you know what really irritated me is everyone was going into this game going, we're 3-1 up. We've got it. We've done it. It's easy. It's over. And I was like, did you not watch yesterday? Real Madrid were 3-1 up. Did you not watch what happened? And I know that Benfica aren't Real Madrid, and I know they're not Chelsea and that, but it's like, no one expected that to happen with the form that Chelsea have been on. And then we scored, and then obviously we scored again. And I was like, no, that's two. And Keith's going to me, we've got like a, fucking five goal cushiony. And I was like, it's not enough. Something's.
Yeah.
There was a little niggling part of me that just like, if they get one, they're going to be like a dog with a bone. They're really going to smell blood and go for it. And they did. And they upped the game massively from there. And it was just really nerve-wracking, especially when like the second went in and then the third went in. You just sat there going, how the hell has this happened? How is this a 6-goal game? It was not. It was really not fun to watch. I did not enjoy it. I have not enjoyed football this week, guys. I have not enjoyed it.
Well, let's hope we can enjoy tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Jack, Bobby Firmino, Tsimikas, Keita, the three standouts from that game, I would say.
Yeah, by a country mile, Mason, and Bobby reminding everyone that he's still a top talented player anyway. We all love him, and for me, we'll speak about the lineup. He's got to start tomorrow. I'm hoping he does off the back of that, and obviously his break he had with Brazil as well over the last couple of weeks. He's not been playing for them, so it's good positive. Naby has to play tomorrow, especially when you're just playing when he's fit. Like he needs to play football. And that don't get me started on Henderson's performance against City. But Naby, phenomenal, kept the ball ticking over, especially against Benfica. And for me, I wasn't stressed. I don't know. I think it was just the emotions on the night, and the first time that back line had played together. I know we conceded 3, but coming out of the ground, it was buzzing. I think it was still just. I was singing that Jurgen Klopp song in my bloody sleep. I'd sang it that much on Wednesday night, and yeah, it was mad to say the least. But fair play to Benfica. I don't think anyone.
Yep. Absolutely.
Anticipated them coming to Anfield, getting 3 goals. But yeah, we'll rob Darwin Nunez off them in a couple of months. But what a talent, I tell you. I think I lost count of how many goals they had disallowed. And the offsides.
4.
I think they had the ball in the back of the net and coming out of the ground and obviously watching the replay. And was it Martin Keown was on commentary or something, was he? And were a shambles, and he called all the offsides. But on another night, you never know. But the Anfield crowd singing the Jurgen Klopp, and it was great to see Jurgen. I think years ago, he was quoted as saying, "Never sing about me, but until I've won something." And Jurgen hopefully wins all 4 trophies this season.
Jurgen's won 3 now, hasn't he? So he gets a song.
He gets a song, so he's allowed to.
Exactly. I think it was Martin Keown on co-commentary. Anyone's better than McManaman. Let's put it that way. But what I will say, Connor, James Milner and Jordan Henderson starting in the midfield in 2022. It's not great, those two starting in the midfield, is it?
Brexit midfield is all you need is Gini Wijnaldum. You have the whole of Twitter got kicking off again.
Excuse me.
No, shut up, Sophie. No.
Do not speak ill of that man. I will fight you. I will fight you.
Milner or Hendo? Both of them.
No, Genie. I think I said because of Genie.
Genie.
Yeah, it's Genie slander. We don't have.
No, I love.
No, no Genie slander on this.
We do not put Genie in the Brexit midfield. Genie. No, I will not accept it.
It's classic Brexit midfield 2016.
No. Behave. Carry on.
Well, Brexit midfield, but still.
Brexit midfield's Joe Allen as well. Throw him in.
True.
No.
And Jace Dean as well, Christ.
Christ, no.
But like the midfield, it didn't matter. Like I was with the same as Jack. I think as soon as the first goal went in for Liverpool, it just calmed down. There was nothing to worry about then. It was then just, well, of course, we're fortunate in being, comfortably ahead from the first leg, but it was then just seeing what we could do. And then I think the players thought then when that third goal went in, it was just, yeah, we're through. No problem. Don't worry, bring it on. But it's the fact as well that, we got to see, plenty of people have said it, Darwin Nunez, he's going to be something special at the club, whether that's Liverpool or whoever else. He'll 100% be at a top European club next season, no doubt about that. But it was just that, and the rotation as well. It's always nice the fact that we can use rotation in a quarterfinals of a Champions League game as well. And yeah, I just think that everyone was just happy with the situation, just happy, with what we saw. Of course, I never want to see that defense and midfield again for the rest of the season. Don't get me wrong, but look, I'll happily take it. And Bobby Firmino as well. It's great to see Bobby getting a brilliant game. Shame he didn't get a hat trick neither, because it would have been nice.
Yes, I agree. He's on 98 goals now, so 2 more will get the magic ton of 100 goals for the Reds. I think you'll probably get it before. Right, who wants to wax lyrical over Darwin Nunez then?
Yeah, go ahead, La. Oh, yeah.
I think we all want to say it. Does he remind you of a young Fernando Torres?
Yeah, all the birds will love him if he comes to Liverpool, I'll tell you that. Jurgen Klopp said midweek that he's a good-looking fella. He's tall, he's pacey, he's good at finishing. We said that, as I said before, a couple of goals were offside, and I think he was quoted saying after the game that he doesn't know how Alisson saved that. The save, bottom corner, yeah.
He said he thought that he looked and it was going in. He has no idea how he made that save, but that's why he's one of the best.
Yeah.
But the thing about it as well was, Ali's like build up where he's just like casually walking across and then makes the save. Like, that's just psychotic. It's not. That's how good he is.
Yeah, I think we need to. I'm pretty sure Jurgen would have made it his mission after the game to have a little word with him saying where you're going, and if Jurgen wants him or the scouting department, I think we'll very much would have jumped the queue.
I'm just going to throw a spanner into the works. Have you seen the news in the last 5 minutes about Nunez?
No.
Apparently, Newcastle have submitted a bid of 60 million to Benfica for him.
Let's see how.
Oh, crikey. That's them starting their summer already. Jeez. He'll improve anybody. He will improve anybody. He's a cracking talent, and his finishing the other night was so clinical as well. Like, yes, I think he had 4 offside goals, which is absolutely mental. But then again, the game could have finished like something like 6-4 or something. It was that crazy. But no, fair play to Benfica. Oh, and I actually want to say this now. I've seen a lot of rival fans just saying about our run to the Champions League semi-final. Right. So in our group, we had AC Milan, the current Serie A league leaders. We had Atletico Madrid, the current Spanish champions. We have FC Porto, the runaway leaders in the Portuguese Liga. We've had Inter Milan, the current Italian champions. We had Benfica, who I think were runners-up last season to Sporting. And now we've got Villareal, who are the current Europa League holders. If anybody has said that this run to the semi-finals has been easy, please take a long look hard of yourself in the mirror, because it has been anything but easy.
Do you know what? I think people are saying it's easy because statistically, those teams that we're playing normally wouldn't have made it this far. You'd expect the bigger traditional names in European football to be there. But credit where credit's due, these teams have taken out some of the best. I'll took out Bayern. Bayern won it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not long ago, not last season, the season before. I just think, but if you look at our historical, the last 2-3 seasons in Champions League, we've played the champions of every major European league, and we've beat them. We've beat PSG, we've beat Barcelona. The only team we haven't played for a long time is Juventus. We've played the best of the best, and we've beaten the best of the best. Now we've got to beat the ones who have beaten the best. They may not be on paper the best. But
Yeah.
they've proven that they've got what it takes to beat the current champions, and we've got to take that seriously. And just saying, Liverpool have got an easy ride, and we haven't, because they've knocked out some second good teams.
Yeah. Benfica knocking out Ajax was a complete shock. Yes, it was a bit of a smash and grab, but you still have to beat what's in front of you. So, we've managed to do it. As Eamon Kelly said, it was the easiest draw, but people have to remember 05-06, we lost to Benfica, home and away. So
we didn't really make this easy either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Let's say, let me see. Liverpool Benfica, what a game! Yeah, it was a fantastic game of football. I'm happy Mahrez missed the chance. Can't stand City having a monopoly over the league. Absolute masterstroke by Jurgen and staff here with team selection. Enough said. Thank him tomorrow on the final whistle. Yeah, we will get on to the Manchester City Liverpool preview, because Liverpool did rest a lot of players against Benfica, and it probably will come as well. Liverpool were very sloppy against Benfica, but then again, Liverpool been here before. Yeah, we never make it easy. We're a Liverpool Football Club. We never make it easy. Question for you all. May have asked already, but no, Pep's not walking. There's already talk that he's going to get a new contract, so there is no chance Pep Guardiola is walking if City win the Champions League.
But if they win, why would he want to walk?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've just won every trophy you could possibly win with a club. Why would you want to leave if you've got the money coming into back here? The only time I could think of Pep wanting to leave is if they lose the Champions League and never win it, and people start criticising him. Then would be. Yeah. I think he would leave, but I don't think he's going nowhere. He's getting money from Daddy Shake left, right, and centre.
So nobody believes the rumours that he's apparently been lined up to be Brazil's next manager.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Loads of
Jeannie says, "Let's go, Connor." He might be a demon and troublemaker. We need to dig more before deciding. Thiago with his fancy passes, but can he protect the ball like me? I will say Liverpool will sign him in the summer. I don't think we will.
I think Newcastle might get there.
Yeah, we don't want Divas.
It's a position as well we don't really need, adding at the minute.
I mean, midfield.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we need at least 2 midfielders in the summer.
Yeah, we don't want Divas at Anfield. Ronaldo for £1, no thank you. Absolutely no way. Trouble. If anyone thinks this run was easy, give your head a little wobble. But I've said that. If you think that, you probably don't own a mirror. We don't. Oh, here we go. We don't want Divas at Anfield. Ronaldo for £1, absolutely no. He's trouble that will rock our boat. Is Darwin a diva? Not sure. Looks like he might be. Wait, it remains to be seen. It does remain.
To be honest, how many people actually really knew anything about Darwin before the Benfica game? Like, who really took into consideration what he was like before this game? I'm going to be honest, I had no idea who he was, and in the game I went, all right, he's decent, isn't he? And now there's all these links going, bring him to Liverpool. Mate, you watched the same 90 minutes of football I watched, and now you're saying he's the best thing since sliced bread. No, rein it in, put your money back in your pocket and go and spend it on a 10p mix at the shop, because if we want to, we've known about them before. Like, you can't say someone's going to fit the bill just because they played one good game against us.
Yeah, we've been there and done that with Taki, and
I have to say this as well. Like, I don't watch a lot of Portuguese football. I don't know, Jack or Connor watch a lot of Portuguese football, but I did read about his stats, and it was like, okay, it is the Portuguese league, though. I know Diaz has come from the Portuguese league, and fair play to him. But Darwin Nunez needs a bigger move as well. But if I was him, I'd probably wait until next season. Just have another season in Benfica just to get yourself used to it. Benfica are probably going to make the Champions League anyway. I think they're miles behind Porto, so they ain't going to win the league. But if Benfica were to get in the Champions League again, and if Darwin Nunez does what he has done this Champions League, and he does it in next year's, then we take note. I think that is definitely true, and especially with the news that it looks like Karim Adeyemi looks like he's going to Borussia Dortmund, because it looks like that RB Salzburg are going to be signing Fernando from Shakhtar Donetsk as well. So we shall see. We shall see indeed. But Sophie, have you never heard of the phrase called "You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain"? Do you not think that could become the case with Pep? No. Absolutely not. We do have a habit of this with Mini. Yes, Minamino, of course. So we will talk about now the next round, because we don't face Bayern Munich. We face Villareal. Connor, is it a shock that Villareal knocked Bayern out?
No, not really. Look, Unai Emery, he's been the master of European football over the last couple of years. Of course, not, Champions League, but Europa League in particular. I think he's won, is it 5 or 6 Europa Leagues now, which is unbelievable. And of course, Arsenal fans will be crying their eyes out. He's done it from what I've seen anyway, which is glorious. But yeah, no, I don't think it's a shock. If you watch that first leg, I thought they were very unlucky not to be at least, maybe 2 or 3 more goals up.
2 or 3 up.
Yeah, from that first leg. They battered Bayern Munich all over the park. And I don't think Bayern Munich, they didn't help themselves neither. They were very lucky against Salzburg in that first leg of the previous round. Of course, they destroyed them at Bayern, but again, Villareal got a plan and they executed it perfectly. And fair play to them; they deserve to go through. And of course, like you said, and everyone else has said, at the end of the day, this is the Champions League. Everyone deserves to be in the Champions League. Everyone, they are a threat. And Villareal, they're doing the job, of course, that they did last year to beat everyone to the Europa League as well. So for me, it's going to be a very tough test. Of course, I think the last time we played them was, 15, 16? I think it was.
Yes, it was,
in the Europa League. So, of course, times have changed, but, of course, still a very difficult team to get past.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jack, I don't know about you. Like, I don't know if you've been watching like the Bundesliga, and yes, obviously Bayern are going to win it. They have not been convincing this season. Like, whenever I've watched them, they've suffered some very, very weird defeats. So this defeat to Villareal doesn't really come as a surprise, does it?
No, and I actually watched the second leg as well, and then I switched over to the Real Madrid, well, not the Real Madrid, the Chelsea game and Real Madrid game. But yeah, it was a huge credit has to go to Villareal, but I think it was a show on the build up on BT. They done a preview from the Bayern point of view, and their fans have not been happy at all with not that, it's Nagelsmann anyway. And there was a lot of tension pre this second leg, and obviously the fan base as well not really happy, and obviously but German fans are very differently owned to other clubs around Europe, and the pressure, and obviously the quote coming out a couple of hours ago about the death threats to Nagelsmann. It's not right, but at the end of the day, the results business in terms of what Bayern are one of the biggest clubs in the whole of this competition. Obviously, 6 times competition winners as well, but quite frankly, 2 shots on target. Football can be a cruel game, and Villarreal could turn around in a couple of weeks, and if they take their chances, it's a simple game, football, if you convert them. But I watched from the second leg. They just kept on, similar to Liverpool in certain passages over the last couple of years, just kept on crossing the ball, expecting Lewan to get on the end of it. It's like, what are you doing? As good as technical players Bayern have got, but their player has to go to Real Madrid, took easy on the counter attack. I think my dad had Villareal on the betting slip, and he was stressing his head off. I was like, don't get them on the counter attack. Bayern was so exposed. I think they had like 2-on-2 for quite large portions of that for the second leg. And it was like, they'll score on the counter, and they very much did. And
I remember, Sophie, all the outcry was that we didn't go for Upamecano. We went for the wrong one in Konate. it feels like now that we've actually made the right decision getting Konate, because I've heard the Upper Meccano has been absolutely hopeless at Bayern.
Well, just shows that our scouting department know a bit more than people on Twitter.com, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, people get caught up in the hype train of players.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo.
Players they go through a little bit of good form, they get a bit of recognition on the world stage, and I'm going to say it, it's the teenagers. They get swept up in the narrative of it all, and Liverpool have got money now, let's buy. We've never been that. Anyone above the age of 20, early 20s knows that's not what Liverpool's about, because we've seen it, we've been there. These younger fans haven't lived through the managers and the experience that the rest of us haven't. I haven't lived through a lot of things that older fans have lived through as well, so I don't understand what they've been through type thing as well. And I think a lot of fans get caught up in the narrative that players are going to be amazing for us and don't actually trust our scouting department. These are professionals who are paid to do this job. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean they get it right all the time, no. But in the terms, everyone, if you went off Twitter and other social media platforms, Upamecano was going to be the best thing since sliced bread, and it was going to be the only thing Liverpool were going to have to bolster the defence. And we didn't even bat an eyelid his way. He could have walked past him, we'd have gone, who was that? You know, we had our eyes on Konate. Nobody knew we had our eyes on Konate until it was announced.
Yeah.
You know, and then he's settled in like a duck to water, hasn't he? He's done brilliantly. He's learning from Virgil, and the more he plays, the more I'm seeing a younger Virgil type player emerging, and I really appreciate that, the effort he's putting in. But that goes in our scouting and our training, not getting swept up in the narrative at all. And Upamecano, and again with Darwin Nunez thing, I think it's a little bit of you just getting carried away in the narrative.
Yeah, I've just got Villareal's sort of players to look out for. They are starting to become a bit like a Spurs tribute act, Connor. They've got Giovanni Lo Celso, Serge Aurier, Juan Foyth, and Etienne Capoue. But apart from that, the one player to watch out for me, there's two actually, Chukwueze, who scored against Bayern Munich, and someone who we've been tracking since he went to Bournemouth, Arnaud Danjuma.
Yeah, Danjuma's been brilliant for them this season from what's been said, and apparently I think they've put him, I think they've given him like a £90 million release clause as well, which just goes to show how much they value him. I know Liverpool, I think Liverpool did put a mention into him. I don't think though, as we know now, he was ever going to come to Liverpool. But to be fair, again, you look at the squad. It's a La Liga thing, isn't it? It's very oldish squad. You'd look at it, of course, but I don't know. It will be interesting to see how they do line up against us, and how will they do the same as what they tried to do at Bayern Munich. Of course, I think everyone expected it to be Liverpool Bayern, but I think it will be interesting to see how Unai Emery does hold up against this Liverpool side, because of course there's so many ways that we can put our team out, but it's also, I think, well, I know that Jurgen's battered him a few times. I don't think Unai Emery's beaten Klopp while he's been at Liverpool. I could be wrong with that.
The only time I can think of is 15-16 final.
Yeah,
he's manager of Sevilla, I think.
I think that's the only time he's beaten Klopp, so it will be interesting. But apart from them two have the pace, don't they, of that team? And if you can take that out, then it does then ask the question is, what does Villareal have?
And unfortunately, we won't be seeing Mr. Alberto Moreno. Well, we will see him. We will see him in the sort of the squad, but he won't be playing. I believe he's done his ACL. So, but he's. I just remember the goodbye Man United, get out. I love that, absolutely love that. Yeah, that was.
That Moreno won't be playing against us though, because that's just mean. We all loved him. It was just his time.
Yeah.
He still loves Liverpool, and it's got to be conflicting, hasn't it? Seeing the team you played for donkeys years and the team you're playing for now. Who do you want?
Yeah, I mean, well, the last time we played Villareal, Roberto Firmino sent Roberto Soldado back to Villareal with a hot dog, absolutely nutmegged them. So it just shows that it's been a long time since we played them. But let's get some into your comments anyway. Shakhtar and KF players will be playing. Somebody's going to Fulham, no Bayern, which is better. Yes, I would agree with that. Hi guys and girls, nice to see a pretty face on the show for once. Alan, that's a bit harsh,
isn't he?
Yeah, we'll be leaving. Yeah, so that if Villareal tricky side, they will be tricky. Yeah, a tough side, I should say. And I was unlucky, like Connor said, in another day, can win the Europa League for Arsenal in a Baku final, won like 4 times. Josh, is an evening, sir. I hope you all have an amazing weekend and Easter. Yes, thank you very much. I hope you have an excellent weekend. And Sophie and Connor, like, shut up. Well done, and I win in the Europa League, and that Firmino spin turn on Roberto Soldado, the old Tottenham North London player. Thanks for the match vlog on Wednesday night, Jack, says Eamon. We've been here before in April 1977 and May 1977. Very exciting. Yeah, they have indeed. I predicted Villareal would knock them out, and everyone laughed at me. Well, fair play, Nipun. Fair play to you. Easy on Arsenal. They aren't having the best time. Bayern are terrible, by the way. Yes, they are. Question for the panel: will tomorrow's game go to penalty? We will get to the Manchester City Liverpool game. I'm sorry if I'm asking too many questions. No, don't worry. 45 years of hurt, missing out on the perfect treble, 1976, 1977. Konate is a beast. Yes, 100%. People on Twitter talk shit low-key. Yes, that's very true. I agree with Sophie. Klopp actually spoke to Ranieri when Ranieri was at Leipzig, and Klopp asked him who was the better centre-back, Upamecano or Konate. Well, it just shows that Klopp made the right decision. Yeah, I don't know why you're speaking to Ranieri, because I'm being honest. I concur. Konate made Upamecano look good. Yeah, I think he did. Liverpool FC have gold standard software that picks players to buy. The computer isn't connected to the internet for security reasons. Well said. Lots of younger fans only look at 10-minute clips of games online. We wouldn't be able to sit still for a full 90 minutes. No, absolutely not. I understand what Sophie is saying. I loved and liked the way LFC signed Fabinho because nobody knew that was happening. They have Gerard Moreno, who's a good player for them. Yeah, Moreno. Another Moreno. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, to be fair to Pep Cano, that's an interesting spelling. He's literally on his own in defence, but yeah, I agree with Sophie. Ibu is miles better. The FA Cup is my favourite looking cup. The European Cup is my least favourite, but the cup that's number one for me. What? The European Cup is my least favourite? What, big ears? Big ears is nice to lift.
He's saying the appearance-wise. He's saying he likes the look of the European Cup the least. He doesn't like the way Big Ears is designed. He prefers the FA Cup. He likes the more traditional looking cups than now.
Okay. Behave yourself, Alan. European Cup, most for cheeses. I'm leaving the chat for that comment alone. It's Easter. You've got to have some Easter puns in there.
No, you don't. You can leave them in the basket. It's okay. You don't need them.
I can't wait for I can't wait for all my chocolate eggs. I'm gonna eat them in about 2 seconds.
You know what? I'm fuming. Sheila's gone on holiday and hasn't got me an Easter egg.
Oh my god! I actually made sure that I got Rebecca one. I actually made sure I got her one, and she got me a sort of caramel lint one. But yeah, I've made sure I got her one before obviously they all go out.
Yeah, stupid ass hasn't got me one, and my mother hasn't got me one. She swanned off on holiday with my dad, and I'm sat there going, "This is just child abuse. Like the fact that you've I don't care that I'm 27. You've abandoned me without an Easter egg."
Yeah.
Okay.
That is child cruelty.
That is
shocking. Shocking anyway. But we will move on.
And I don't actually think it is.
We will move on. Just very, very quickly, briefly, Manchester City against Real Madrid in the other semi-final. Jack, how do you see that one going? Because we have to remember, Man City have beaten Real Madrid home and away before. But I just feel there's something different with this Real Madrid side.
Yeah, everyone in the bloody and keeps on writing off this Real Madrid side. How many times are people still going to dismiss that Real Madrid midfield? I know they're 100 years old combined, Luka Modric, Casemiro and Toni Kroos. Write them off at your pedal again, really. And Valverde still are talented. There's enough quality in this side, Real Madrid side, to harm this City side, especially obviously Karim Benzema is probably one of the most informed players, if not the informed player in world football at the minute. Salah, Lewandowski, all three will be in contention for the Ballon d'Or next season if they continue to play as they have done over the last 12 months. Yeah, City, we know how good they can be, but I think if this Chelsea side can score 3-4 goals past Real Madrid, I still think they can got at defensively. I know Militao wasn't playing in the second leg for Real Madrid, but yeah, it'll be an interesting tactical battle. But we can obviously relax, obviously from an outside point of view, just watching that game. But it's going to be another test for this Manchester City side. One that I think they can possibly get over. But it's going to be an interesting game from a neutral, mate. I'd happily face both of them because I think, but revenge would be sweet if we can get it in the final against that Real Madrid side. We've got Alisson in goal now, so it's like slight improvements anyway. Isn't it? Joking, but it's a massive improvement. But
yeah, let's concentrate on Villareal first. I think we need to.
Oh no! Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say it was going to be an easy game. It's
I mean, Connor, you have to say Chelsea were very, very unlucky. But when you have a midfield of when you have someone like Luka Modric in your side, you've always got a chance. And to play in, I think it was Rodrigo, and then I think the second goal plays into Benzema. And to be fair, Rudiger does his best impression of slipping.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But like Jack said, you can't take that midfield three lightly. Even though they are a million years old, they are still excellent footballers. And another player as well that hasn't really got mentioned in the headlines is Camavinga as well. I think he's been brilliant for Madrid, certainly in the Champions League this season. Thought he was brilliant against PSG and brilliant, in that where they really needed him against Chelsea. But like Jack said, I don't care who it is. I don't care. Obviously, we have to get past Villareal and get the job done there. But I don't care if it's City. Don't care if it's Real Madrid. Bring them on. If you ask me which one I'd want, I'd like it to be Real Madrid because I'd like to get revenge back from Kiev. But even if it was City, I wouldn't care. But like both games is going to be very, very watchable for the neutrals. I think more so the Madrid game because I think both games will be just attack 100%. And like Jack said, Benzema, he is amazing at the minute. It's between him and Mohamed Salah for me for the Ballon d'Or. The way them two are continuing at the present moment in time, and it's just something about that Madrid team as well. How they're not the best on paper, but you can't rule them out. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing who goes through between them two.
So Sophie was nodding there in agreement, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's just, I think any Liverpool fan wants revenge, don't they? We want to read it. I know that tie against Real Madrid and City is going to be difficult, and I'm kind of torn between my head and my heart. And I know what the lads were saying, like writing off a Real Madrid team, like they are really good and they are European royalty. They know this. They know this cup inside out, left, out, upside down. Inverted, whatever you want to do. They know it. They live and breathe this. This is their cup. My head says City will do it. And I don't want that to, because not that I'm scared to face them in the final. I just want the satisfaction of saying you bottled out of another semi. Like, I just want the satisfaction that you went out. But my heart's saying Real Madrid, like the likes of Benzema at the minute, Toni Kroos, these players they're not missing a beat. They are amazing players, and
yeah, they are.
It's going to be a difficult tie, but I'm torn between my head and my heart. My heart wants Real to win, but my head, I just think City, it could go either way.
It could do. Right, we will get into the Manchester City Liverpool game because there is a question from Josh. Why is this game 3:30 kickoff. Well, I can tell you why. Because the FA didn't think about not moving it. Like, it's Easter weekend. There's no trains running. Like the FA just want to gather in their pockets. I heard they're still paying off the Wembley debt as well. Like that's just ridiculous. There isn't a 5:30 game Premier League tomorrow. Nope, absolutely not. 3:30 kickoff for the FA semi-final. I can't watch it. Many won't. Yeah, you'll be at the Glenavon game, I think. But it's the thing is for me anyway. But we go into this game knowing that we did manage to rest a lot of people as well. City haven't, and that could be a big key factor in this game. But last time we did play them in a at Wembley was obviously the 2015-2016 League Cup final. So we have something to try and get over them there. Feeling confident, Jack?
Yeah, of course. We should do very much the job on them. I think, as everyone said, we can't play any worse than we did do in the first half. Well, you'd hope not. But a big point there was what you mentioned, mate, was the energy levels. I think that game would have took a lot out of City mentally as well as physically. Shout out to Atletico for kicking them literally everywhere and everywhere. Savic, he's one of the players in my half, just pulling Foden's hair. I love his shit housery. And obviously, it was not Foden, Grealish's hair, and him replying in a Brummie accent. You could literally lip read what he said. But we made a lot of changes, and I think the legs and the freshness, especially as the game does go into extra time, I think it'll be a massive factor come tomorrow. And I'm confident. I'm really confident going to the game. Probably don't sound it, but yeah.
Yeah. Soph, I don't know about you, but see, when we get the ball in the edge of the box, I actually want our players to actually have a shot. A couple of times in the City game last week, I think Henderson had one, and I think Thiago or Fabinho had one. Just hit the shot. Just go for the shot if you're like outside the box. Give the goalkeeper something to aim at. I felt last week we were trying to find the perfect goal to try and just keep passing. Henderson had a chance to shoot. He decided to pass and went for a goal kick.
See, I'm torn with that because part of me does agree. You know, you're outside the box, put your laces through it, welly it, give it a shot. But then you just know what happens if our players just start running up and getting outside the box and just start wellying it. We start complaining, going, why are you just fucking hoofing it? Why aren't you trying to be more clinical? Why aren't you trying to find the pass? Why aren't you playing for the final third? Why aren't you running it through? Why aren't you crossing it? Why aren't you doing this? It's the same as when we spam crosses in. Why are you spamming crosses in? Why aren't you playing it through the midfield? Why aren't you doing box to box? You're never going to please anyone. And it depends to me whether the lads have been told in training and match statistics not to have a shot from outside the box. And it depends for me what keeper's in the goal and what keepers in the goal, what are their shots, what are their statistics with their saving shots from outside the box? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they indifferent? Who's going to be likely to be on the edge of the box for it? Are they clinical at taking these shots? A lot goes into it. Sometimes it's very clear cut, just fucking put your laces through it. But
yeah,
a lot of the time, if we do that, we just end up skying it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bloody long way from Liverpool, Manchester, with no trains running. The FA are morons. Yes, I would absolutely agree. Connor, Bobby Firmino, a must for you tomorrow?
Yeah, he was a must for me last week in the league. I thought we missed that at times, that like connection from the midfield to, of course, the front three. I think after that Benfica performance, I know plenty of people might go, Diaz deserves to start, Jota needs to start. For me, I think Bobby Firmino needs to start in this game. And I think this will be a lot different game to the league game. Liverpool in knockout competitions, we go all out for it, don't we? And I think that's the difference in this, is the fact that this is a knockout game. Liverpool will go all out for it. I think, like we did mention earlier, I think we could have lost that game being 4 points away from Man City in the title potentially gone. But I think, look, Liverpool will go all out with this. Yes, you'd hope for a better start as well from the league game, but I just think we're going to get a completely different Liverpool team tomorrow. And yeah, I think Bobby Firmino is a must.
Yeah, absolutely. I know it's time to obviously choose the team tomorrow. Sophie, Alisson or Kelleher?
Alisson.
Yeah.
What?
That's
not even a question.
Honestly, I've actually seen people on Twitter debating we should play Kelleher tomorrow to keep Alisson fit for United.
You could put Kelleher in for United. Feck it, you could put Karius in for United and he'd do a better job. It would be, you could put me in goal backwards, facing away, and I'd do a better job. It's fine.
Okay, so Alisson definitely. Connor, back four tomorrow.
Trent, Matip, Virgil, Robbo.
Yeah, I would agree. Jack, midfield.
Fabinho, Naby, and Thiago.
And then I'm going for the front three. I think it'll be Diaz, Firmino, Salah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be my starting 11, but it wouldn't surprise me if Mane gets ahead of Diaz. But yeah, I go with that one, mate, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm rubbish at this and score predictions, so I pass. Yeah, Sophie doesn't do score predictions. Sophie does not do score predictions for sure. I wish Napoon. No, I am not going to Wembley. I know Connor isn't, and Jack isn't, and unfortunately Sophie isn't, but we'll probably all watch from home anyway. Boy will be game winner tomorrow. He's just reaching his peak performance. Yeah, 2 goals needed for 100 in the red of Liverpool. Gary Richards with the smiling faces. Do you not want to win the derby? Oh, we'll win the derby.
Of course I want to win the derby, but it's Manchester United. It's not exactly difficult right now. They've got a fridge who headbutts his own players. They've got a midfield who doesn't know what day of the week it is. And their front three aren't even firing on half a cylinder right now. I don't even think they know where the key is for the ignition.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, right. This is going to be interesting. Score predictions. I'll give you mine first. I think it'll be 1-1, and then we'll win 2-1 in extra time. Jack?
2-2, and Liverpool to win on pens. I can just say come to pens.
Not 10 penalties like last time.
No.
Not like penalty. I can't take it.
I don't think I could take that anymore. Connor?
2-1 in normal time.
2-1 in normal time. I'll tell you something, I would definitely take a normal time win, especially with the games coming up as well. Gary Harris is going for 2-0 Liverpool. Alisson, Trent, Matip, VVD, Robbo, Fab, Hendo, Thiago, Salah, Mane, Bobby. Ooh, OG front three. And 3-1 is Genie. I think Diaz is a must tomorrow, especially if...
Do you know who I wouldn't be mad if he played then? I wouldn't be mad if he played to Tsimikas, you know?
Yeah.
I know he's not. But that link up along that left flank with Tsimikas and Diaz was phenomenal. They are both so quick. Loved it.
Tsimikas has been excellent this season.
More live. Like, I just feel like he's got a little bit more energy at the minute than Roberto. He's got a lot to do. I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if he played him. I'd like him to, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, the Northern Line is a joke. Yeah, we can definitely say that for sure. Now, well. Tuesday night, Liverpool against Manchester United. It's
coming thick and fast, isn't it?
I know, it's mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental. But I have to say this now. I have never known a Liverpool squad to be as superior to Manchester United than this Liverpool squad right now, because their team is utter guff. And I'll say this now, it is the worst Manchester United side I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And I think we're all in agreement there.
they seem to just be getting worse. Like, they've added players to their squad, and they're just getting worse. Like, every game they play, you're just thinking, did you just not turn up to any form of training? Like, you're going in blind because it looks like you are. And I know I know as Liverpool fans, we've always ripped into Maguire for being a fridge and being useless, but he used to be better than that. Like, I'm sorry, he was never amazing, but he used to be a damn sight better than that. He used to at least be some form of solid defender. Now he tackles his own players, and I'm just sat there going, what? I don't
know. Yeah, Connor, do you think they've downed tools for Ranić, knowing he won't be there next season?
Yeah. Again, that it's the whole situation at Manchester United is just toxic and is rotten, within itself. And I know we criticise, FSG sometimes and that, but looking at our football club and looking at their football club, miles apart. It's miles apart. And I know Ten Hag has got, apparently his demands to come in and that.
But so did Ragnick.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's just painting over and over again. Like, you look at the United fans, all of a sudden, all the blame's gone back on the Glazers. They'll have a summer window which they'll get rid of dead wood and sign about 4 or 5 players. It'll be shining and blooming again, and then in about 2 months' time, they'll just blame the same thing again. Plain and simple. And it's the same old thing with Manchester United. And look, we've had plenty of years of misery on the pitch, and some all fit as well. And look, it's nice to be on top at the minute. And Manchester United being absolutely crap at football. But yeah, I just think United they're all over the place, and I think they're going to need a few years to get themselves back right. Even with Ten Hag coming in, it's going to take at least, I think, 3 years for them to have any style and to come back proper.
Sorry, Doug. The problem with United, just to go off what Connor's saying there, their problem is they want a quick fix for everything, don't they? They got Ole in, he got a couple of good results, he was the best thing ever. They got rid of Ole, blamed him. They got Ronaldo. They got Ronaldo in, they thought Ronaldo and Varane was going to be the answer to the prayers, and Varane's been a giant flop, but no one's talking about it. Ronaldo just came in, they got baited by City, by the rumours and that, for Ronaldo to come back, and then they got Ralph Rangnick, and now he's not doing anything either.
No.
Their problems go much deeper than just surface level players and backroom staff. Their problems go structural. It's the foundations of that club are crumbling underneath them. And like Connor said rightly, it's going to take a long, long time before United start to make other teams fear them again. Because no one's frightened of them anymore. They've lost their bite, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. But one player that has really, really been a bit of a troublemaker and a bit of a prima donna is Cristiano Ronaldo, Jack.
I'm surprised.
He's had a few bad things in the press recently. That smashing a mobile phone. That's not Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely disgusting, mate. And obviously, everyone on social media not really taking into context the young lad. Obviously, I think he's got autism, and the people on social media not really taking the context of that as well, and not understanding this disability in which he's got. Ronaldo, disgraceful, mate. It's absolutely disgusting. Whether you're a football player or not, you don't do that if you're a normal person on the street. You don't smack someone's phone out their hands, regardless of the connotations in which that reflects in the football match. It was typical Ronaldo not getting, and if the rumours are right in terms of pre-United announcing Ranić, he's the first person that you need out of your football club because he's a disgrace, Ronaldo. And obviously, you only have to listen to what the Juventus players said after he left the club. it's typical. Yes, he demands the highest standard and he demands the best standard out of the players, but he doesn't run. I think when we watch Messi as well, at least he says stuff in the past and but at least Messi tries to help his team defend. Ronaldo just doesn't give two tosses. He's happy to collect 700-800 a week and stroke around the pitch. The longer Ronaldo stays at United, the better it is for us as rival fans. But he's an absolute disgrace as a human being, really, regardless of what he's done on the pitch. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Not on the pitch, let's be honest. He's a disgrace of a human being for what he's done outside of the football ground as well. And I'm sorry, but that man is disgusting. He makes my skin physically crawl. And it's the fact that it's now leaking into his footballing ability, and ex-players and ex-teammates are speaking against him. It shows that the facade that he puts on it being this wonderful father and footballer, he's not. He's vile. He's actually vile. And if United ever want to recover, like Jack said, get rid. Show him the door.
I actually think you put Matip and Van Dijk on Ronaldo, I think he will pounce, and I do think he will kick someone if he gets really, really frustrated. Because if I'm being honest,
this season they were Curtis Jones.
Yeah,
he should have been sent off.
Yeah, Ebu had him in his back pocket as well, Old Trafford.
Yeah, should have been sent off. But no, Anfield crowd will get on his back, and there's nothing like an evening game at Anfield as well. Like this is like, I can't remember the last Liverpool Manchester United game that was like an evening kickoff. So this is a big game. It's still, to me, the biggest game in English football, and it always will be, as well. So with that being said, Jack, team selection, what would you go with?
Go strong again, mate. Similar to what we've done with the City game. It literally is the same as that. Well, possibly start Mane for that fixture. Obviously play Jota because there will be space, and we know how bad the United centre half is. So I go Salah, Jota, and Mane for my Premier League, and then more or less I'd start Henderson. Yeah, I take out Naby, start Henderson. A fixture like United, you need it. But yeah, other than that, more or less the same back five, mate.
Connor?
Yeah, no, I would agree. It's again, we're at this period in the season where maximum we'll use about 15 players for rotation and that, even though I know everyone's fit within the squad. But again, it's a huge game. We win. Yeah. Of course, we have to win every single game from now until the end of the season, in the league especially, to put the pressure on City. But again, I even think from that Old Trafford game as well, United have got worse. Like from that, which was probably the worst performance of the season so far. So,
how can a United team get worse, especially after sacking Ollie? Well, you know how bad Ollie was as a manager. The fact that they've got worse under Ranić is quite baffling.
Well, we could all be going for a Makendo scoreline, but it could be a really high scoreline in predictions.
I think it will be a tough game. Manchester United are always a tough ask, but I just look at this team at the moment and they'll be baying for blood. You put Jota on Maguire, you put Salah on Maguire, you put Mane on Maguire. It will just be an absolute field day. It really, really will. Apparently, I've just got the Derby County Fulham score, and our latest new recruit has just scored for Fulham. Fabio Carvalho has scored. If Fulham win against Derby, they are promoted to the Premier League. Well, you knew they were going to be back up anyway, but it is going to be that as well. Do I haste to get your predictions for the Manchester United game? I'm going to be honest. I'm going
4-0.
4-0.
44.
44.
1 a minute. In the first half.
I like that. I'm going 3-0. I think it'll be a comfortable win. I think it'll be a comfortable win. Jack?
6-0. Yeah, they are shite. Pardon me French. But yeah, they are, 6-0, mate. Salvatrick again.
Oh, I'd love it.
Good. Connor?
I've gone 4-0, but I want to say like 7 or 8. Like, that's so good. That's so good. Liverpool are now shite.
Lads. How many minutes into the 90 before United fans leave the stadium?
10. 10 minutes. They're like,
I don't think they'd be allowed out, would they? Because obviously away fans and the police and that, so they'd have to be sit there and watch.
Yeah. Nippon said Liverpool 2, Manchester City 1 after extra time. Man City to score first. I don't think I could take that. I remember their ball hitting their left back hand and Maguire was calling for it. Oh God, yeah. Oh dear, yeah, that's funny. 3-1 Reds. Nippon's going Liverpool 5, Manchester United 0. Imagine if we do the double over Manchester United by beating them 10-0. That could get. Oh, how we would enjoy that. Because why not? Why not? They were dire against the Blues. Yeah. That game almost had me asleep. I'm not going to lie. That game almost had me asleep. It was just terrible. Luis Diaz scored a hat-trick. That would be nice. That would be very nice. I swear my 9 could have played better than any United player versus Everton. I'm not joking, by the way. And Genie with the violins out. When we were crap, we always gave United a game, so I'm expecting them to be difficult, but we should turn them over. Yes, absolutely. Liverpool will batter United, sod them. Manchester United's downfall is glorious, and long may it continue. Call me crazy, but I think Norwich will beat them.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
Would not surprise me one bit.
That's sad, really. When you think about it, it's sad how they've fallen from extreme heights. As a Liverpool fan, it's absolutely delicious. And I'm just sat here like eating it all up. But it's kind of sad, really, to see what is essentially a great club fall. I love it, but...
Yeah, absolutely. United will go 100. I don't think they'll go 100
I love
years.
that, Gary. So you want me to, it's frozen time.
Crikey. I don't expect 5-0 just to future fixtures. 3 points, clean sheet, and 0 injuries. I'm happy as Larry. Yeah, the phone price has gone through the roof thanks to Cristiano 38. Tottenham win a trophy before Manchester United. Wow, that's a bit bold. He is vile. I think it's about Ronaldo. Also, I've seen new superstar Cavallo score for Fulham against Derby. Fulham win tonight. They are promoted to the Prem. Yeah. Nippon's asking what your dog's name, Sophie. Albie.
Oh, he's looking. Hang on, he's looking at you.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Albie. Hello.
You okay?
Hello.
Oh, he's a handsome little fellow, isn't he? Don't ask personal questions, please. Don't ask personal questions. Any 11 against United should be fine. 5-0 or more depends on how strong we go. Gary's going for 5-0. 24th of April, can't wait. Merseyside Derby and Stockholm Derby. Yes. Congratulations to them. Yep, definitely. Liverpool 4, Manchester United 0. Oh, Jesus. Nippon. Liverpool 7, Manchester United.
I love it. Like, he's got one up on me. We need our goal difference. You never know. But
yeah, that's true. 20-0 against United. Joking. I think 8. Jesus. Everyone is going for big victories against the Manx. I like
Everyone's
it. I like
upping
it.
each other on every bloody result.
20. Fuck it. Liverpool 9, Man United 9-0. Wow.
Make it
Liverpool 2, Man City 1. Luis Diaz winner. Gary Richards with love hearts. Ah, lovely. Sad. I want United to go down to the conference.
When I say sad, I don't mean like I am emotionally upset by it. I just mean it in that Scouse thing. Like it's sad, like in it. Like you don't actually mean it's upsetting because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just from a non-Liverpool fan perspective, when you're just looking at it on paper, seeing a great team, it's upsetting for their fans. It's upsetting for the football. I don't mean it's upsetting for me because I love it.
Yeah, Ronaldo, if he loses against Liverpool, he will say no instead of so. Honestly, that "swe" or how you pronounce it is cringy. Cringy as anything. I felt I was being too kind when I said 5-0. Yeah, absolutely. Liverpool, Manchester City are not the only British clubs to have got through to the semi-finals. Congratulations to West Ham, Rangers, and Leicester City, 5 British clubs in the semis. Connor, very impressive, isn't it?
It's done to me.
Stella McKendo. No, it's not bad, is it? It's practically what English and Spanish teams. I say Spanish teams, Barcelona. But you know,
that was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Well done to Eintracht Frankfurt, by the way, first of all. But did you see that? Apparently, they sold 30,000 tickets to Frankfurt fans.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow. It doesn't shock me though. Like at the end of the day, remember when Barcelona destroyed Real Madrid? What was it, 2 weeks ago? And all Barcelona fans were like, "Oh, we're back," and then they just get destroyed by Frankfurt quite easily as well. But yeah, it's good that English teams are dominating Europe in that sense when you look at it. But again, I think Leicester, but I think they were a bit lucky to get through. I think PSV were a bit better than them on the night, but who cares? And Rangers as well, fantastic for Scottish football as well, that they through to the semis in the Europa League.
Yeah, Sophie, we could potentially have a Battle of Britain final in the Europa League, West Ham against Rangers potentially, or we might have an old German clash in the Europa League between Leipzig and Eintracht Frankfurt.
Wonderful. We're back in the 1940s in every single sense. I don't know what I'd hate. I don't care about Rangers and I don't care about West Ham because let's face it, they're both Tory clubs. So I don't.
Very true. Yeah.
I don't have any affiliation or any care. I don't care about Rangers. They're flag flying, shagging nonsense, and and the same goes for West Ham. They just bum the monarchy, and I'm like, okay, congrats.
Yeah. I mean, Jack.
Do I?
That's all right, Jack. Credit where credit's due. West Ham 3-0 away to Lyon, which was an amazing result. Rangers almost threw it away against Braga. They had 23 shots, and Braga had 2 shots, and obviously got 1 on target. But 9 men, they were very, very lucky. But Leicester getting through against PSV was a bit surprising, I thought.
Yeah, obviously Mario Götze playing for PSV, and I think their captain, forgotten his name, escaped me now, but he's quite hyped. One of the best young players.
Zahavi.
Yeah, well, he's the I think he plays for Israel. I mean, the other fella, I think he's the winger anyway. But regardless,
Gakpo. Is it
Gakpo?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very hyped up, supposedly on Twitter. Fucking hell. We've already been there tonight, so I'm saying about that. But yeah, it just shows the squad in terms of the British teams, they're very strong. And I think if you put, obviously, the likes of West Ham in other leagues, I think they'd very much be competing for possibly a European spot, 100%. But yeah, that's why the Super League, that's why Perez and all these sporting directors and all these clubs outside the Premier League and want this Super League, because practically the English teams are so powerful and have got that much resource. That's why they want to create a breakaway league to stop all the English teams from being dominant as they have been, especially this year, and especially in recent times anyway. But yeah, it's set up perfectly for very good semi-finals in all competitions, really.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, Leicester got Roma. I'd like to say Leicester would win that, but the fact that they could get Mourinho sacked again would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Tammy Abraham as well. Like, he's playing quite well for Roma. It's great to see him flourish in Italy, especially obviously he wasn't really given his chance at Chelsea. It's quite remarkable that they didn't go with him and they went with Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner. But it wouldn't surprise me. But Rodgers will probably bottle it against Mourinho like he has in the past. So
yeah, I think so as well. I've read that already. United are utter shite. Yes. Rangers, wow, what a team. Yeah, but As Sophie said, they're both Tory clubs. Livingston have a chance to make Europe. No, Livingston will not make Europe this season. They're in the bottom half of the SPFL Premiership, unfortunately. Conference League ran. Oh, imagine Manchester United going into the Conference League. That would be hilarious. Tomorrow's going to be fantastic. Really hope it's sunny. It'll feel like an FA Cup final from years ago. I understand we're a game away tomorrow. Everyone's getting... Oh, here we go. Question for the panel. Will Jurgen wear a suit for the final of the FA Cup? Yes or no?
What?
No.
No. I think we've been here before, haven't we, on this question?
Terrible.
Yeah. He doesn't like suits. He said it in interviews, and he made that he's Jurgen. It'd be weird, like seeing your man in a bloody suit. Especially a man suit as well.
Let's not go back.
Change your tune, and then you're like, ladies can wear suits. It's fine. Ladies can wear suits.
Yeah, let's not go back to 1996. The less said about that, the better. The cream suits, the cream white suits. Yeah. Boston, more in the feeling, is saying yes. Well, we will see. But we need to get there first. We need to get there. But guys, what?
Why was he wearing a suit? Like, I don't understand why he'd have to. No.
Ginny's saying he should be sacked if he wore a suit. Yeah. That's harsh.
You know what? Actually, I reckon Jurgen does wear a suit, and he wears that full red get-up one that lad wears out. The Irish lad wears outside Anfield. I don't know whether you've seen him, Doug. He lit the fucking full-on Liverpool suit, just walks out with that. I'm like, he said I wanted to wear a suit. You can have respect without wearing a suit. A suit does not denote respect. Respect is given to you in your mannerisms and your actions towards a cup. If he respects the way the cup is run and the way the finals are held, then that is showing respect. He can wear a suit and rock up and turn around and put his middle finger up to everybody. Doesn't mean he has respect because he's wearing a suit.
Yeah. I'm just actually reading if Fulham do win, obviously they're promoted, but apparently Sky are not mentioning it. Apparently if Derby lose, they're all but relegated. So there you go, guys. It has been the last comment of the night. Conference League Ronaldo. Just imagine it, guys. It has been a very, very fun podcast again this evening. My big thanks to the panel as always, Jack, Sophie, and Connor. Jack, you got anything coming up on Jack Mack LFC?
Yeah, we're doing a live stream watch along tomorrow. Obviously the game. But thank you very much for coming. Let me come on, mate. Really do appreciate it. Great to speak to Sophie and Con and everyone in chat as well. Have a lovely rest of your night, everyone. And yeah, thank you for having me on once again, La. And it was good to see you on my show a couple of hours ago. But
yeah, thank you for that. I did really enjoy that, so thank you very much. Connor, I know that you have a show in 14 minutes time, so obviously go and check that out as well. But apart from that, have you got anything coming up on the Cup Council?
Yeah, just that, and obviously tomorrow's reaction, hopefully to a FA Cup final by the end of it. So yeah, looking forward to the game tomorrow, and it should be fun to watch it, but at a stupid time. So yeah, but thank you for having me on, mate.
That's my absolute pleasure. And the next time we see Sophie, she'll be turning a year older, won't you?
No, I'm 21.
Basically, for people who don't know, her birthday is Wednesday. So happy birthday when it comes.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, that.
I'm 21.
21.
Yeah.
Also,
no, just me chippies just come perfect time as well.
Are you having fish and chips now?
Yeah, no, actually, no, it's not chippy. It's the Chinese. I'm having special satay, not like chat wants to know anyway.
Geez.
Special
Let's
chat,
just say I'll go through the last few comments before we do go. Night all says Nippoon. Hello Ravi, thank you for tuning in. I'm getting my elbow stuck to my pen, which is not very good. Thank you, Douglas, Jack, Connor, the lovely Sophie, mods and chat. Great to share this with you all. God bless. You'll never walk alone. Boston, more than a feeling. First time I've seen you today. Thank you very, very much for subscribing to me, subscribing to Jack. Please go and subscribe to Connor as well. Fantastic bloke as well. The Club Council is growing as we speak, and you are getting very, very close to 600 subs now. So hopefully you will be there as soon as possible. But no, thank you very much for taking the time and tuning in with us. Sebastian, see you guys. Eamon Kelly, cheers, guys. I'm Cologne. Liverpool should be winning Saturday and Tuesday. Yep, 100%. Big up, lads, and Sophie. Big up, Sophie. Looking fresh. Yo, happy 22, Soph, says G.
I'm 21 on Wednesday. And interest.
Jack, with some, I think that's tasty.
Hurry up, Doug. My tea's going to be getting cold.
Happy birthday for Wednesday, says Boston. More than a feeling. Guys, must watch show on Monday. I have a big match preview between Liverpool and Manchester United. And when I say big, I have 2 Liverpool fans against 4 United fans. It could be very, very interesting. Obviously, there'll be me as well. So it'll be 3 Liverpool fans against 4 United fans. So looking forward to that. As well. So yeah, 8 o'clock, that one. We have Sophie, Richards, Maisie, Reese. Yeah, Connor, if you're up for Monday, please let me know, because we've got Dave, Jack, and myself.
Oh, I'm 100%, and I just want to destroy Reese. just that alone is, I'm in 100%.
That'd be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. So obviously tune into that on Monday. Should be a fantastic show. Liverpool will cook United, hopefully. Ashley Roberts, I'm a Man United fan. However, I know that Liverpool will beat Manchester United easy 3-0. Well, funnily enough, that is what I've gone as well. And obviously, before we end, all our thoughts of the 97 people and the families who went to a football match and didn't come home 33 years ago today. Always remembered. Justice for the 97. From the 4 of us, hopefully we will be celebrating tomorrow a win over City. Have a fantastic Easter weekend. Have an excellent weekend. And we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now. You'll never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.